First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. 12.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
On 1, ready? 11.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
On the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here we go. 11 MT tape.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
11.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's
taking it right down Broadway. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That's going to be an intriguing matchup to continue to watch. You don't get in the playoffs without having a good guy to cover out wide. If they want to move on, get in the championship, then the Super Bowl, he's going to have to be big in this one.
And this is not basketball where you're worried about your star getting fouls and getting in trouble, maybe not playing as much. You take your #1 guy, put it on their #1 guy, and try and limit their offense.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Come on. Hey.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the option, here's Taylor. Now he's loose at the 40. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 72 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. Off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go, here we go.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. They'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
11 Thomas. 11
from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready? Big Lion, 6 is average, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing with 2 to go on second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Another catch there for Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now it's Burrow. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
18.
up the middle. Here's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1st and 10, Taylor now. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
No.
They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ready.
3rd and long for Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Touchdown! Jelani Woods, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. He's still on his feet. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati.
And even 40 yards.
11.
Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
11 MT, take.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Here we go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Amari Barno. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 88
8 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
11.
Burrow will throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an
look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
11 Thomas.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance.
back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it